Sir,
Okay, in the last class, we have seen that different operators, and then we have seen like operator precedency. Okay, which statement has to, which operator has to execute first. Okay, that we have seen. Like the even this is also computer, I think so. Decision making. Okay, actually we have this is the control structure. Okay, in control structure we have three types. Okay, one is conditional statements or decision making statements. Okay, coming to conditional statements, we have three. One is if statement, one is if else statement, one more is like elif statement. Elif means it's similar to else if in some other language. Okay, you can go with the nested if statement also. Okay, these are the conditional statements. Here there is no switch statement. Okay, in Python there is no switch statement. Then we have loop statements. Okay, loops, coming to loop statements, we have while loop is there, for loop is there. Okay, these we will see. Okay, then we have jump statement. Coming to jump statement, one is continue is there, break statement, and pause. Pause is one more statement here. We'll see how these like will work programmatically. Coming to conditional statements, okay, if statement, which is similar to some other programming languages only. If you want to like execute some statements based on the condition, then we will go for this if statement. Okay, for example, based on the condition, if the condition is true, then I want to execute some block of code. Okay, otherwise I don't touch that code. Okay, based on the condition only. Okay, if the condition is true, then only I will execute those that block. Otherwise, I will execute to some other code. Okay. See, programmatically, syntactically, this is the syntax. Okay. If is the keyword. Okay. This is the condition. Okay. If condition. Okay. Here you need to mention colon. Okay. In previous language, we use the brackets, curly braces, right? Here, the concept is not there. Okay. Here, in Python, we will follow the indentation process. Okay, indentation concept. After colon, if you enter directly, it will give some space here. So after this colon, whatever the statements we are writing, all the statements come under this if block. Okay, if this condition is true, these statements will be executed. Otherwise, like it won't enter into this block. Okay, see, just open that Python prompt. Okay, here I have opened. This is the prompt. Instead of writing here, just I'm going to take one file. To take the file, just go to file, new file. Okay. This is the editor. Here you can write your code. Okay. See how I am writing. I'm just taking one variable a equals to 10. Okay. Or like taking the if statement. The syntax to write if statement is if. Okay. Condition you need to write. Okay. I'm going to write one condition. Okay. A less than 10 I'm writing. Okay, this is the condition. Okay, then you need to give the colon here. Okay, after colon, if you enter, okay, it will give some space. Directly it is giving some space, right? This is the indentation. Okay, from here, whatever the statements we are writing, all the statements are come under this block, come under this if block. Okay, see, here I am going to write one print statement. Print. Okay, I'm just giving the message a value is like less than only, right? Less than 10. Just a simple message I'm giving. Okay. See, after that, whatever the statements you are writing, all are come under this if block. Okay. For example, if I write one more statement, print statement. Okay. Or like this is under if block. Okay. Just writing some one more statement. Okay. Okay. All the statements come under this single if block. Okay. See how to come back from this block. Okay, how to come back from this if block. Okay, just use backspace. Okay, it will come at the starting position here. Now you are outside this if block. Okay, up to here this is the block. Okay, if you are writing any statement, for example, if I write one statement here, okay, this is outside of if block. Okay, just writing one statement here. This is under if block. Okay, you can see here this is the outside the block, outside the if block. Okay, if you want to use if statement in your program, okay, in this way you need to use if condition colon. Okay, after enter, after entering your enter keyword, enter key, then it will give some space here. Okay, whatever the space here it is, you can say that programmatically it is indentation process. Okay, all the statements uh, after that colon, whatever the statements you are writing, all the statements come under this if block. Okay, if you want to move from that, if you want to come back from that block, just go to the, just press backspace, then it will come back from that block. Okay, after that, whatever the statements you are writing, all the statements are outside this block. Okay, see, I'm going to save this file. Okay, how to save? Go to file, click on save button, select your folder where you want to save your file. In the last class, I have created one folder in C drive. Okay, with folder name as Python examples. Okay, here I'm going to save my file. Okay, another thing I'll just delete this one. Okay, just saving this file as if like example dot py. If example dot py, just give it name as like this. Okay, save your file. Now your file is saved. Then I'm going to run this file. Okay, directly you can press F5 or else you can go through this run option. Okay, now you can see this is outside of if block. Okay, how it is printed? It is not entering into this if block because here I have checked the condition a less than 10, means this condition false. A less than 10 condition false, it is not entered into this block. Suppose if I give less than or equals to, okay, what is the output we will get? Can anyone say?
Print a value is less than 10
Any other answer?
and print this is under if block.
Okay. Any other? Because or something, I think 538. 538 is that?
Because
You tell me.
uh,
What is the output we will
if
get here?
if కండిషన్ లో ఉన్నాయి రెండు ప్రింట్ అవుతాయి సార్.
Then that
ఆ
is
Last
తర్వాత
statement also.
మళ్ళీ దిస్ ఇస్ అవుట్ సైడ్ ద బ్లాక్ కూడా ప్రింట్ అవుతుంది.
okay. That's right. Okay. First, it will check the condition. If the condition is true, these statements will be executed. After these statements, it will normally it will execute this statement also. Okay, it is not belongs to this one. Okay, this block. Okay, this outside this block. So that this statement also will be executed. Hope I am expecting the output as all the print statements. Okay, let's see. Okay, got this point right? First, it check the condition. It is printed these two statements. After that, it will come back from this loop or not loop from if block. It is printed this general statement. Okay, like this if statement will be executed. Suppose that this is about the if statement. We have if else statement also. Okay, if else means, okay, just after if, okay, just write else statements. Okay, if you have two options in your hand. One is true case, one is false case. If the condition is true, I want to execute some block of code. If the condition is false, I want to execute some block of code. Okay, in In that case, you can go for this if else condition. Okay, suppose that here I am taking one more value b equals to 20. I think this is completed O. Even though I will explain once again, don't worry. Okay, here I am just checking the condition a less than b or else a greater than b. Okay, here I am just going to print a value is big. Okay, I don't want this statement, only one statement I'm taking. Okay, again I'm going to print else b value is big, right? See, here I have two options, either a is big or b is big. Okay, just I'm checking one condition, a greater than b. If this condition is true, it will print a is big. Okay, else a is not, in this case, a is not big, right? If this condition false means a is not big. A is not big means b is big, right? Just print that in the output. Okay, see, just I'm saving the same file. Okay, like execute it. Okay, what is the output you are expecting here?
Value is big.
B value is big,
B
right?
value is big. Yes.
Okay, yeah, let's see. B value is big. Okay, just remind your previous language, just like if else statement only, but in Python how you are writing this syntactically. Okay, that you need to know. Okay, see, instead of taking the values here, can I take from the keyboard? Here directly I have taken a value and b value instead of taking the values like this. Okay, can I take it from keyboard?
Yes, sir, by using input function.
Yes, by using input function you can take like values. Okay, here just I'm writing here. You are not observed here. I have given semicolon, but no need to give semicolon here. Okay, if you are moving into the next line means that is the end of the line. Okay, instead of taking 10 here, I'm going to use input function. Input, okay, like enter a value. Okay, the same way take input, enter b value. Okay, just run it, whether it will take the input from the keyboard or not. It is asking a value. I'm taking 12, 24. B is big. It is giving the values, right? It is accepting the values from the keyboard, right? Just run it again. Suppose if this time I will enter 50 as the a value and 12 as the b value. Okay, here it is giving a value is big, right? In this way also you can like accept the inputs from the keyboard. Okay, instead of taking directly in our program, we can take the inputs from the keyboard by using input function. Okay, see, this is about if else statement. We have like elif statement is there. This is if statement. Okay, this is sample example, and this is the if else statement. Okay, just see the syntax. If condition statements. Okay, else means false case. It will execute some false condition. Okay, so this is the example just now we have seen. Okay, then we have elif statement is there. Okay, elif statement is similar to else if statement in some other programming language. Okay, if you want to check more than one condition. Okay, if you want to check more than one condition, you can go for this elif state. The previous case I have just only two cases, either true or false case, right? Instead I want to check more conditions. Okay, in that case you can go for elif statement. Okay, syntax here you need to follow if condition, first condition. Okay, after that condition I want to check one more condition. Okay, this one. Okay. The final case, else statement. All the conditions are false, it will execute else statement. Okay, similar to some else if statement either in C or some other programming language. Okay, see, then let's see how it will work. Okay, here I have tested or like finding the biggest value of two numbers, right? Okay, in your programming or else not in programming, in your syllabus, lab syllabus. Okay, I will show the lab syllabus. One program is there. Find the largest of three numbers. Okay, I will show that. Anyone seen that lab syllabus? How easy programs are there? All are basic programs. Okay, observe this. These are the lab syllabus. Near about 20 programs are there. All are simple programs. Okay. 5 to 6 lines or 10 lines programs only. See, the first program is related to number data type. Okay, number data types is there, right? Like int, float, long and complex. Some demonstration program only. Then arithmetic operators. Okay, we have seen all these. Okay, then string. Just create one string, concatenate or create two strings and concatenate those two strings by using plus operator to print that in the output, and how you can retrieve some substring from the key like from that string. Okay, that is also we have seen, right, by using slice operator. Okay, I'll explain once again this, but here like this program, 8th program you just observe. Okay, or write a Python program to find largest of three numbers. Simple one, right? Okay, by using elif statement you can just try this one. Okay, see, okay, instead of taking the three numbers here I am going to take one more number from the keyboard, largest of three numbers only, right? Okay, A, B, C. Okay, see, like A greater than B. Okay, and not and E, this and here. Okay, and is the like logical operator here, which is similar to double and in some other programming. Okay, then B greater than C. Okay, now here you can say that A is big value, right? Okay, the same way here instead of else statement I'm going to check one more condition, elif. Okay, taking elif, here also I'm checking the condition. This case B is greater than C, and okay, then C is greater than A. Column. Okay, in this case, just a second. Okay, in this case B value is greater than, right? See, now you can observe I'm using here like relational operators as well as logical operator. Okay, A greater than B is the relation operator, greater than symbol is the relation operator, right? This symbol this operator I'm using on these two operands. Okay, in if statement. Okay, this is the condition actually. This is the condition. This value will be printed in the output. Again I'm checking one more condition by using elif statement. Okay, if you want to check more than one condition you can go for elif. Okay, B greater than C and C greater than A. In this case B value is greater. Okay, Again, no need to check that third case, right? If both are not big means the final one is C is big, right? I'm writing the same program or not? I'm not remembering, but I think it is right. See, if you are not like expecting the output, just try in your compiler, try in your interpreter, then it will give either correct way or wrong way. Better to learn some like errors also. Then only you will get some command on your program. Okay, just try this. Okay, I'm going to run this file. It is asking a value. Okay, because I'm taking the input from the keyboard, right? Taking the a value I'm taking 30. Okay, again it is asking b value. In this case, I'm giving b value as 50. Okay, I think I copied here, right? That's why it is asking b value. Okay. Better I will change that text string. Okay. It is giving C is big. Let's see what happened. Here I need to change C. Okay. Let's run it. Q1 40 and 10. It is giving C is big only. What happened here? It is not checking this condition. A greater than B means A it will become both are true. Then it will print this thing.
సార్ ఈ స్టేట్మెంట్ దగ్గర ఏ గ్రేటర్ దెన్ బి ఇంకా ఏ గ్రేటర్ దెన్ సి కదా సార్
Here.
సార్
Okay. Here also the same thing, right? B
Yes,
greater
sir.
than C and B greater than A. Right? Let's move on. 830 and 10. Now B value is B. That's one more try. We'll enter now A value as B. 150. 11. A value is B. Okay. This time we will see C value. The C value as big one. 10. 20. 100. 10, 20, 100. Now C is big. Okay. Yes, that's right. Okay. First, I'm checking the A greater than B means in this case A is greater. Again, I'm checking with the third variable also. Okay, A with the third variable. In this case, A will become big. Okay. In the same way, just check the condition once again here. Okay. Then in the final case, these two are false. In the final case, it will be big. Okay. You can write this program for that eighth program. Okay. This thing. Okay. This is about elif statement. Okay. These are the conditional statements. Okay. That we have in our Python programming. Then next we have loop statements. Okay. Okay. Loop statements here. Okay. For example, I want to print like hello world in the output. So what is the statements I need to use here? See, I want to print hello world in the output, or else hello in the output. This is enough, right? To print hello in the output. This is saving this file. some loop dot py. Okay. See, if I run this program, it will print hello in the output. Okay. See, here it is printed one time. I use one print statement here. Instead, I want to print this hello 10 times in the output. Okay. To print 10 times in the output, you need to write 10 print statements in the program. General way, if you want to print, for example, if I copy this one, if I paste it here 5 times, okay, 5 times this hello will be printed in the output. Okay. Just I will close this one. Okay, just I am running this file. 5 times it is printed in the output. Okay. See, if I require 10,000 times to print this hello world in the output. Okay. For that case, you need to write 1,000 times in your program, right? This print statement, but it is difficult to write 1,000 times in your program. Okay. For that case, you can go for these loop statements. Loop statements will resolve that problem. Okay. By using loop statement, you can repeat your code. Whatever the code if you want to repeat, you can keep that code in that loop. Then that loop will like iterate as number of as times you require. Based on the condition, that loop will be repeated. Okay. Here we have 3 times, right? Okay. Just like use while loop or for loop. There is no do while here. Okay. Directly you can use while loop or do while. Okay. Sorry, while loop or for loop. Okay. You can write nested loops also. Nested loop means you can write one loop within another loop. Okay. Already, just if you observe, nested loop means, for example, here one loop is there. Okay. Consider we won't use these braces in our program, but just consider this is one loop. Within this also you can write one more loop also. This is one loop, this is an inner loop, and this is the outer loop. In this way also you can write this concept. You can say nested loops. Okay. Then what is the syntax we need to follow while writing this while loop? Okay, just observe this. Generally, this while loop is used to if you want to repeat some statements in your program, if you want to repeat your code based on the condition, okay, in that case you can go for this while loop. Okay, the syntax you need to follow while writing this while loop, same. While is the keyword, while condition, and colon. Okay, after colon, whatever the statements you are writing, all are come under this loop. Okay, see, just observe one example. Okay, here just I'm going to print 1 2 just you can see here I'm going to print 1 2 3 in the output. Okay, how you will use this while loop, I'll write here. Consider this hello only. Okay, see how to write. Just I'm taking one variable I equals to 1 initially to start. Okay, just take the while loop. While is a keyword. Just write the condition. Okay, I or like less than or equals to 10. Okay, 10 times I need to print in the output. Then colon. This is the syntax. While condition colon. After this, just press on enter button. Okay, it will enter into that while loop. Now you can write statements here. Whatever the statements if you want to write, or you can directly write your statements here. Okay, if I'm printing a high here, I want to print 1 to 10 in the output. Okay, sorry, every time I'm confused. No need of this semicolon. Okay. The last class, I actually that is C++ language. Okay, every time there I'm using that semicolon, right? Okay, that's why here also I'm using the semicolon. Okay, don't worry. Here no need to mention the semicolon. Okay. Now can I get this output on 1 to 10 will be printed in the output? Hope it will be printed. Okay, let's see. So I'm going to run this file. What happened? Okay, I think the condition is becoming true. Let's see. Initially I value is 1. Okay, we are not incrementing or decrementing this value, right? You can observe. Okay, I equals to 1. This condition is always true. Infinity loop. You can say that the infinity loop here. Okay, for that, like what I am going to do, I am going to increment this I value. Okay, see now observe the output. Okay, I am going to print this I. Okay, after printing I, I'm going to increment this I value. Okay, I plus plus. Outside of the while. Okay, let's see whether it will work or not. What happened is increment is not working.
అది ఇంక్రిమెంట్ ఆపరేటర్ పనిచేయట్లేదు సార్ దాంట్లో ఐ ఈక్వల్ టు ఐ ప్లస్ 1 అయ్యింది సార్.
Okay, or else I'll just add I to 1. Okay, in this way also you can increment a value by 1. Okay, while discussing like operators, this concept is came this increment and decrement operator. Hope it is not there. The concept is not there, I think. Increment and decrement operators. Only these operators are there. Okay, leave it. In this way also we can like increment the value I is equal to I plus 1. Okay, just now try. Now it is printed 1 to 10. Okay, it is printed in the like line by line, right? You want in a single line. Okay, I can just give comma here. Hope it will print in the same line. Okay, like this. Are you observe the difference? If you just use the print statement, only single print statement, it will print line by line. Internally, it will take the new line character. If you don't want that, if you want to print in a single line, you can use just comma after that. After print statement, use comma statement. It will print in a single line. Okay. This is about while loop. Okay. First, it will check the condition. Okay. Based on this condition, it will enter into this loop. If this condition true, it will enter into this loop and it will print that value. Okay. Here you need to, if you want to increment or decrement the value, you can use this statement. Okay, I is equal to I plus 1. Or else we have additional assignment operator also here, right? Less equals. In this way also you can try. Okay, the same way it is printed in the output. Okay, then we have for loop, right? Okay, for loop, actually we have one function that is a range function. That range you need to mention. Generally, if it is other programming language, okay, we have syntax like for some initialization here, then we will check the condition, then we will increment or decrement the value. Okay, then we will enter into this loop, we will execute the statement. Okay, but coming to Python, we have a different syntax. You can just observe. Okay, see, it is also used to like repeat the some block of code based on the condition. We will go for this for loop. Okay, see, for variable. Okay, actually, this is similar to for each statement in Java language, Java, Python also it is there, right? For each statement, like I think Java it is there, and one more. Actually, to retrieve the collection elements, we use that for each loop, right? The same way here from the sequence, we have the sequences, right? Or like while discussing the data types or numbers. Numbers is one data type, and strings and boolean we have discussed, right? We have extra some standard data types are there. Those are the sequences. One is string. String also come under sequence only. Okay, like list, tuple, and dictionary. Okay, these are the sequence data types. Okay, see, from that sequence you can retrieve the elements, and just similar to arrays only. To retrieve the elements from the array, okay, array of elements, you can use this syntax for loop. Okay, here the syntax is for and variable. Okay, just like initialization, this one. Okay, from where you want to repeat that loop, that you need to mention the range you need to give. Okay, see, for variable in this sequence. Okay, if you observe one example, you will get some clear idea. Okay, syntax to follow this to use this for loop. For is a keyword, this is the variable. Okay, from where, and where means from this sequence. I'm just checking this condition. Okay, just observe the example. Okay, see, this is the program to print just like previous program only. Okay, see, for I means I is a variable here. I in this range. Okay, just I will use this in our prompt. I'm going to use this thing for I in range you need to give. Range is a function. Range, okay, 1 to 4. Then colon. Okay, then I'm going to print that value. I value I'm going to print it. Okay, just print I. Okay, see, just observe the output. What is the output we will get? One, two, three is printed, right? Actually, while giving, actually this range is a function. It will take like two parameters. First parameter take the starting position, and next next parameter is the like length minus 1. Okay, see, the range here, range starts from 1, it ends with the mentioned value minus 1. Okay, see, here it is printed 1 2 3. Okay, for example, I want to print up to 10. Okay, let's just take 11 here. We print again up to 10. 1 to 10 it will be printed. Yeah. Okay, you got this point, right? How to use this for loop and while loop. Okay, just use this syntax for this variable in which range. or else you can take sequence also here. Okay, how to take that sequence we will see. Okay, related this for loop and while loop, we have different like programs we can execute, like patterns, different patterns we can use, okay, by using nested loop to print some this pattern and this pattern and this pattern. Okay, like that we can print some stars. Okay, we will see some programs related to this for loop and while loop and nested loops in the next class. Okay, clear this?
Sir.
Okay, Ramya, can you take one screenshot?
తీసుకున్నా.
Okay, that's all for today. Okay, we will continue with remaining topics in the next class. Okay,
Kindly share this PDF in group, sir.
yeah, sure, definitely.
Thank you. Thank you, sir.